Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is our 32-week bump date. Turned 32 weeks exactly on Easter, so happy Easter everyone. Hope you had a great time with the family and friends. And here we just jump into the video. Alright, I'm not going to be as peppy today. I've got my hair up in a clip and I look tired because one, I'm almost 33 weeks pregnant, and two, I just had a really rough night with sleep. Trying to get comfortable, really bad heartburn, acid reflux. I ate a little too close to bedtime, I believe, and I'm sure I ate the wrong foods. We had a date day yesterday after church and ourselves and went out to eat and ate the foods and the goodies I normally don't on a daily basis. And I'm just exhausted, so I'm ready to meet him and I'm excited to meet him. I know I've got such a long ways to go, so that's a little daunting, but also exciting because there is lots left for me to do. Little things, but important things that if I don't get done, it won't get done. So, 32 weeks. We have reached a huge milestone this week. If baby were to come today, we can deliver in our local hospital, and I know I've been saying that for weeks, but we've officially hit that mark, and that's really exciting. Little Connor is 4.2 pounds, size of a honeydew and lion cub. He's 17.2 inches long. His brain is more capable of complex limb movements, so anything he does, he's in control of, and like wants to touch his placenta, wants to touch like the surroundings, like he is exploring right now. He can better control his breathing. He'd still probably need help if he was born today a little bit, but he's able to breathe more on his own and regulate his body temperature better, which also translates to less time in the NICU if he was born today. His lungs are almost finished developing and he'll be reaching his final length soon, which I'm guessing is going to be around probably 19 inches. So he's almost at 18 right now. Well, 17.2. So at this point in this week, his movements are at a peak, because from here on he's going to be running out of womb and his movements will be less because he'll have no more room in the womb to be moving around as much as he has been. So this is the peak feeling, and that is 100% true. I have felt a roller coaster from him lately, and that is super exciting and a little painful. He's just kicking and jabbing and doing somersaults. I love every second of it, and it's very reassuring that he's there and okay. and just kicking away. So, and it's fun to see on the outside, and Cody can feel, and you know, it's just insane. Cody will put his hand on it and he'll be like, oh my goodness, was that him? It's like, that's what I feel constantly, and he's not calming down anytime soon. Still been feeling some ab separation in my stomach, and that's been getting a little better, but it was pretty rough in the beginning of this week, and I just know my muscles are never going to come fully back together, and I'll have to work really hard at it to get them close. I've had continuous shortness of breath, as you can probably see a little bit from the video here. Nesting has kicked in. I've gotten so much done. I feel like it's got to be done now, so I know that's got to be a hormonal shift of some sort. We've typed out his birth plan officially, so I just need to get that printed and laminated and make like probably 4 copies, you know, because however many days you stay, there's like different head nurse in the shifts, and you want to give that to each head nurse so they are prepared. There's nothing crazy about our birth plan. I mean, literally delayed cord clamping, no screaming at me during the labor portion, no students I don't want to be practiced on. I just have my husband in the room the whole time. It has our medical history at the top, what blood type I am, Cody is, and baby we don't know. It's like 75% he'll be blood type A like me, and 25% he'll be blood type O like Cody. And he'll most likely be has a positive RH blood type because Cody and I are both positive, so I didn't have to get the, what do they call it, the shot? It's not the orangutan shot, but it sounds like orangutan. Rutabaga or something shot, where your body's blood type is different with the RH factor than the baby, but mine's not, so I didn't have to do that. So at the top of the birth plan, I just have like our information, who our doctor is, when the due date is supposed to be. My allergies to like penicillin. I've got scoliosis. Let the anesthesiologist know when he's trying to give my epidural, when I'm in too much pain, to communicate that. And also to be aware that the baby will be born with a left club foot. I don't want that to be like, oh, do we tell her kind of thing? And it's like, no, I already know. Like, let's stop pretending and beating around the bush for the nurses who just don't know themselves. So I want everyone to be aware. I don't want it to be a hush hush or, oh my goodness, you know, when he comes out. And then, yeah, that I want the epidural, episiotomy only if necessary. I know they're doing that less and less. Vacuum if entirely necessary. I don't really want that. No forceps. There's studies saying that they lose their vision for like 3 days after because of where they put the forceps to pull the baby out. Destroys their optic nerve for like 3 days. So that's really scary. No, let's see. We're doing circumcision the day after he's born. Baby to be kept with us in the room the whole time, which that's common. That's what everyone does now. Skin to skin immediately for the first hour. I want to be seen by a lactation consultant very quickly within that hour, so to get breastfeeding established. No formula. I don't want my baby given any formula or sugar water unless an emergency, and I would love to be informed about that beforehand so I can say, yeah, go for it, or not. No pacifier for sure because there's no medical reason for that, and you want to establish breastfeeding for 3 to 4 weeks before introducing that pacifier to have a good latch and have a successful breastfeeding path for the next, hopefully 13 months. C-section last resort, of course. My mom will be there, and I find out soon if I have strep B, and if I do, I'll put that in here. So I'm waiting for that to determine when to print this out and give it. So if I have strep B, I'll just say, hey, I have strep B. I need 8 hours of IV antibiotics before. It was originally 4, but since I'm allergic to penicillin, we'll have to use a different type, which is not as strong, so it'll be 8 hours. So hopefully I make it there in time to have 8 hours of IV before I give birth, because that can be dangerous for the baby if I have strep B. If I don't, it's not a worry. Let me show you my letter block picture. I finally got around to posting my maternity pictures on Instagram. Oh, and a side note, our baby girl, our doggy, little Lucy, just turned 2 in the middle of this last week, and that's been so much fun to celebrate her. And I know, we're crazy people, but she's our world, and so she just turned 2. So we always wanted to have our dog 2 when the baby's here, and that's been perfect, and she's calming down maybe a tiny bit. But also, oh, since I'm playing with this, also I want you to see, I got a heartbeat necklace made for Connor's actual heartbeat. We got the 4D ultrasound about a month ago from the Cloud9 studio if you're local. And it was just, like, I think only $69, nothing too crazy, but it's just really important to me to have, and I can put it next to my own heart and have it on my necklace here. And it's just a real special keepsake, and I just wanted to show you guys up close. That is his actual heartbeat. No little wavelength. And I love it. I've just been wearing it nonstop since I got it in the mail. Here's my 32-week Bumpdate picture. There's the honeydew. Coming up, I've got my last baby shower, and that should get everything squared away. And I'll feel really solid, I think, in about 2 to 3 weeks, because when I get that strep B test back, I'll have that information, get all my baby shower stuff put away. If there's like one item left for my nursery that I need to get in here, then I'll show you guys. I'm so close. And it is quite beautiful if I don't say so myself. I can't wait to show it off and have Connor here, and he's moving right now as we speak. So, the little baby, I'm ready. Mother's Day is here in about 2-3 weeks. About 3 weeks. My dad's coming to visit here in about a week and a half, and he'll see me since Christmas and my bump growth, and I'm sure it'll be such a surprise but exciting, so I can't wait to see him. And my sister got to see my bump for the first time a few weeks ago, about a month ago, so it's always a shock because, you know, you see yourselves, I see myself every day, but then when family members see me for the first time after a while, they're always like, oh my goodness, he really is in there. It's very surreal. It's like, yeah, here he is. But I'm looking forward to that coming up. But anyway, thank you guys for tagging along. I hope everything always stays interesting and I don't say anything wrong. But I just enjoy talking to you guys and sharing these updates with family and just kind of keeping it as like a digital diary for myself. But alright, bye, thank you. 32-week bump, really 33 in real time. Baby on board shirt. Look at that. Starting to really be pronounced. Still looking good.